I'd travelled to the New South Wales Snowy Mountains for the closing weekend of the trout season. And this year, the snow had fallen early, giving me a unique opportunity to fish the high country rivers with a fresh cover of snow on the ground, which added to the challenge normally associated with trout fishing. This time of year is known as the spawn run, and lower down towards the lakes, the rivers are loaded with trout. It makes for some great fishing, with most anglers opting to catch and release, as these guys are heading upstream to reproduce, guaranteeing future stocks. I kick off this trout fishing frenzy at the home of the big trout, Adaminaby. It's a friendly little town with all the basic amenities, such as a bakery, tackle shop, and anything else a visiting angler could hope for. There's also the Snow Goose Hotel. It's an icon across the world, but the locals simply refer to it as the Husband Daycare Centre. And what about the big trout herself? Well, she was halfway through getting painted with undercoat during my visit, but you don't have to travel too far from this base to see the colours of a real live trout. There are a few people who master the craft of trout fishing in these parts, like local guide Cole Sinclair. Fishing the spawn run is enjoyable, fun fishing. Fishing it with Cole makes the experience all the better. He knows where the big ones lie, or at least where they normally lie. Okay, well that didn't take long. First thing in the morning is about 7:30. Sun's only been up for about half an hour or so. And we've got a fish on. What's that, third or fourth cast, mate?
Yeah, it's
that.
Yeah, probably fourth cast, I'd say, Rob.
So you need a beautiful little finesse combo to cast a tiny little fly with a bit of split shot on it. So that's the starting point. Now, Cole, you got a little rainbow on, mate.
Yeah, he's...
Can we get him up here and have a look at him?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
hold the rod, mate, no problem.
You grab the rod.
Yeah.
I'll get my hands cold, Rob. Beautiful work.
The water's warmer than the air, isn't it? Maybe not.
Only just.
Oh, look at that. So now, he's up here pretty early. I mean, we're here towards the close of the season, which is when the brown trout run up. Usually the rainbow trout run harder when the snow starts to melt.
Yeah.
So he's up here early. It's cold, he's cold this morning. Come on, Cole, get him up here for a look. There's your rainbow trout. A beautiful little fish. They're in good condition this season, mate.
Yeah, well, that full lake we got out there is doing the work, and you know, the river's run nice and hard. Probably more water we've had in the river for some time, like 3 or 4 years. So.
And since the drought broke, the fish have noticeably packed on that condition.
Oh, they have. Yeah, they're a lot healthier. It's this fella's, he's just chasing a few brown trout eggs up here, having a feed on an egg, but he's still took the nymph, and there's plenty out there. I've got the shake.
Yeah, don't blame me, mate. It is cold up here. Yeah. He's got the dark spawning colours. We'll let him go. But it just goes to show it's early in the season for a rainbow. Not all the fish come into the river, and not all the fish head back out at the same time that you'd always expect, will they?
Yeah, exactly right. Mother Nature's too smart for that. They just move in at will. We got a couple of nice rainbows here yesterday, around 1 kilo, so they'll be loitering around out there also.
All right, mate, you get him back in the water.
Right.
A little bit of local knowledge has helped here this morning. Usually this is straightforward, but at the moment there's a log there in the middle, and I've snagged up on it a couple of times. Just the other side of that is where all the fish are hanging out, because Cole's been here during the day. He's up here pretty much every day during the spawn run season, and he's saying that's where the fish are laying, the other side of the log. So your casting has to be on the money, and what I've got here is a beautiful brown trout. Cole, where are you, mate? You want to grab that for me, mate? Thanks, Cole. I'll just get down there and get my hands wet this time. Look at the frost on the ground. It's cold up here. It's colder than the snow because you're not working as hard. Just get that fish there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful fish. That'd be a female. Now, Cole, since the drought's broken, the fish has come up out of the lake?
Yep, it's just everything, you name it. It's the lake is so healthy, and the river too. Like, there's a million nymphs in the river. You can turn rocks over and see nymphs everywhere. Yeah. Fish are really happy. So
yeah, they're in great condition. The best in a long time. And we know it's a female because it hasn't got the big mouth and the big hook jaw, a bit more rounded at the front. So the small head and the small mouth.
That's it.
The female, let's get her back. It's actually colder out here than it is in the water, so we'll get you back, Miss Female Brown Trout. There we go. There she goes. I don't know, Cole. The water's supposed to be warmer than the air, but what do you reckon it is in there?
Oh, it's measured it yesterday. It's about 7 degrees, so it's air temperature's probably about the same, maybe a bit colder.
Yeah, it was certainly below freezing here this morning. There was a heap of frost around. Yeah. It is cold. All right, get your fly rod in there, mate. Have a cast.
Might notice a bit of ice on the runners.
So the water, when you strip it through the guides, it builds up on the runners.
It builds up on the runners, freeze. They all ice up all the way up to the top of the rods, all iced up. So just one of those things we've got to deal with.
And, well, that shows that the air is colder than the water when that's happening. All right, another cast. Come on.